Oh, good morning. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but we're back on Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I couldn't hold off any longer. We have got the Iberia map DLC installed. This is Spain and Portugal, and I thought, well, what can we do any better than go on a summer holiday to Rio de Janeiro? And we're going to cover two main things here. First of all, we're going to be driving through Iberia to get down to here, where we have a bridge over the Atlantic, which will take us down to Rio. It's about 1,600 miles, so not incredibly far. And we will be going on a summer holiday on our bus. So we've got a big map combo installed. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to give credit to Lord Sith Games. If you type that into YouTube, Lord Sith Games, it's a guy, he's either from Brazil or Spain or Portugal. He certainly speaks one of those languages, either Spanish or Portuguese, and he does a lot of big map combos, so the full credit goes to him for this, because I have, although he speaks in either Spanish or Portuguese, I've followed the instructions on his video. You have to join his Discord channel. That way you can get all the links to the maps, and we've got the EAA Brazil map. Now I have to point out as well, this isn't the most up-to-date one. This is for version 1.40. It is version 6.1 of the EAA Brazil map, or the South America map as I prefer to call it, because that's basically what it is. You can see it's huge. And there's a newer version of it out, but this one is still current and still works with version 1.40, which I have just updated yesterday. We've got a whole combination of maps here. I can't name them all, but the usual ones are there, and there's a few little new ones been added to this as well. There's also the extension to the Middle East map and the road to, or the, what is it, the Red Sea or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, the map now extends away down here. This is a map mod in addition to the Middle East expansion. We've got the usual southern region, the Rus map. We've got Russian open spaces. We've also got PG Indo. And for some reason they still want to install this Australia map, which I think is very out of date, but it's installed. And we've got a really old map that isn't going to be updated, because the map modder, I was reading on the SES forum, he's got other problems to deal with, so that's, and plus his website no longer exists, but you can still download the Antarctica map. And there's a whole bunch of ferries that you'll have to search for. You can find them in Google. There's various ferry links take you down to the Antarctica map. So we've got all of those maps installed. An incredible amount of roads, or miles of roads to drive on. But we're going to be doing it on a bus with the EA Brazil passenger mod installed, which sometimes works with the buses, sometimes it doesn't, I've found. But anyway, there's ways around it. So we are now based in Dover. I've just started this map yesterday, just installed it all. Took a number of hours to get it all installed and checked it was working. If you do install this combination, be aware it will take a while to load the first time round. I mean, I've got a perfectly good PC, but it will take maybe 15-20 minutes for the first load of the map combo, and then after that it should be fine. There's an awful amount of mods in it, 45 different map mods in this, so that's why it will take a while. So we're going to have a little drive through Iberia. Hopefully we can get some daylight to see something. At the moment we are starting off late at night. We're going to head down to the ferry, and we're going to nip across to Calais, and then it's south through France, through the border, at southern France, and then into I don't know whether we're actually going. Well, we'll be going into Spain first, because in fact, we might not even be going into Portugal. I'm not sure. We might cut across Portugal at the bottom here, because Portugal runs down here. So we'll see a little bit of it, hopefully, if we've got daylight. So without further ado, and the other disclaimer I'm going to make is I have not driven in Eurotruck for a long while. So I'm going to make mistakes as usual, but probably more, trying to get used to the driving again, because I've been driving other truck games which pale into insignificance compared to this game. And one other thing, my gear stick is playing up again. It was working fine, but again it's not reliable, so even to get the bus to go in reverse, I've got to jiggle about the stick, the gear stick, to get it working. So I'm driving in automatic. Right, there's our bus. It's a big Invictus Volvo, 480 horsepower, I think, 12 speed. So let's go. Now, we had a bit of rain, maybe it stopped. In fact, now there's been changes to this as well. Changes to how you adjust things. Let me try. I want to adjust the height of my seat.
Keep left.
I'm sitting a bit too low. Probably not a good idea to do it in the to try and do it in the road. I'm not convinced that this. I think I've totally lost my bearings here, by the way. I told you I'd make mistakes. Now, I need to get my mirrors up. I can remember how to do that. See, they've changed the layout here and I'm trying to get used to it. I don't want to do that. I probably would have been better doing this before I started the bloody stream. See, trying to get it into gear is a problem. Just to get it into drive mode is difficult. I don't know what's coming in my inside. Now,
turn right.
I'm trying to remember how to get the map to appear. There we go. And then it's F5. I think I'm making a complete hash of this. Yeah, they've adjusted one or two of the settings within the game. I'm not so sure I like the lighting or the headlights. Maybe it's just me.
Turn right. Turn right.
We'll see if this passenger mod will work. I'll probably get on a bit better if I'm driving in daylight.
You have reached your destination. Well done. Although, frankly, I did all the hard work.
I think we crashed into the barrier there. Right, let's see. Now, of course, when you've got the bus mod installed, you go to cargo market. And the one I want is that one. Take the job. And as usual, it doesn't work. It should highlight in green when you drive over you know, the little layout in the ground, but it doesn't, so we'll just load it automatically. Right, let's see where I can adjust the height of this. Where the hell do we adjust the height of the seat? Adjust seats in there. Right, so we want to go a bit higher. That's a bit better. That should be us. Oh, and the other thing we want is the mirrors. Now that used to be, what did it used to be? Let's get rid of that. Right, there we go. And these mirrors are a bit too small for my eyes. Right, let's go. We're all loaded up. Well, of course, the biggest change in Eurotruck is that the beta version, or the test version of version 1.41 is available, and the major change in that is that they have their version of multiplayer finally in the game, which amazingly enough, this game was released in 2012. So we are now 9 years down the road, and although there's been a multiplayer mod available for years, SES have finally decided to capitulate and bring multiplayer into the game. I haven't looked at it because the main reason at the moment is it's in its early stages, and the major difference with it is that you cannot use the multiplayer with mods, as far as I'm aware, especially mod maps and things, unless something has changed recently. But in the meantime, I'll stick with 140 and we'll wait until they do a bit more work on the multiplayer side of things. Now, has the rain stopped? Now we're probably going to get a bump here when the back end of this bus hits the bottom of this road here. I can't even see where the hell I'm going. This is where a bus this size usually clips the bump at the bottom here. Where the hell is it? I don't see the symbol. Is it the right side or the left side? It's the right side, hidden at the back there. Right, so it's 10 to 1 in the morning, and we want to go to Cali. Well, I think this is a change. Well, bearing in mind that it's Pro Mods that's installed, so this... Maybe it's because it's dark, it just looks different to me. Now, where the hell am I going? Alright. Where am I going? I have not got a clue what I'm doing here. Is that not where I've just came from? I think that's us out. Well, that definitely feels different to the last time I was here. In terms of the layout, getting off the ferry. Now where the hell do we go? Well, it's 2:30 in the morning, so we're going to have some daylight. But that's probably just going to cover us driving through France. We may well end up in the darkness again by the time we get to Spain and Portugal. Well, at least we've remembered to drive on the correct side of the road. But it does take a bit of getting used to. I mean, it's been probably a few months since I've been in Eurotruck.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Good to see that the
Exit right.
that Clarkson, Hammond and May are still working.
Keep right.
Oh, good morning. Right, for the benefit of the latecomer, the one viewer that we've got for the time being until he falls asleep, we're on a trip from Dover down through France. We're going on a summer holiday. We're heading to Rio. and then we are going into Iberia, the Spain and Portugal DLC, where I've never been before, just got it yesterday. It looks like we're going through Spain and then cutting across Portugal to get to the Atlantic Bridge, which is a mod that's been made specifically to connect the Iberia DLC to the South America map, the Brazil map. So Ria's down there, so it's not a far distance to go once we get there. But the interesting thing will be to see how this bridge mod looks going across the Atlantic. Obviously it's all fantasy, this part of it, but with the EAA map being so close to the Iberia DLC, then somebody thought of the idea of linking the two of them up. I mean, you obviously don't have to do that. We could have got a ferry from Cali over to the Brazil map, but I thought it'd be nicer to go on a bus trip, head south through France, and then go into the new part of the map where I've never been before. So that's what we're doing, and we are using the bus passenger mod that is available for the Brazil map. So instead of collecting trailers and stuff, we've got an invisible trailer attached to the bus, which allows us to collect passengers. But this is the best truck game. I mean, in recent months I've bought Truck Driver, which was something that was out on the Xbox for some time. What the hell's happened here? And also I got that Chinese truck sim game the other day as well, and both of them are anywhere near in the same league as this game. Now, why are we showing going this way and then going straight down the next lane? Have we taken a wrong turn? Let's have a look at the map. Let's see what's going on here with this route. Yes, we have. No, we haven't taken a wrong turn. It's just the fact that we have to go that way to cut across to come back that way. Yeah, because obviously we're on the right hand side of the road. Why did I not go through there? I must have missed a turning. I think I would probably still trying to get used to this bus, and that's what I've done. I've missed a turning.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Ahead, turn left. Turn left.
Well, it's so difficult to judge the turns with this bus.
Ahead, turn left. Turn left.
I've missed the turn again because I can't see where I'm going. That's the road I should be on there. I couldn't bloody well see it. It is so dark. Yeah, I can barely see. They've changed the lighting in this game, And I'm sitting back in my chair trying to drive this damn bus.
Turn left.
And I've gone the wrong way again. I can't bloody well see where I'm going. Oh dear. I'm in the wrong lane. I'm going the wrong direction. Unbelievable. Yeah, I've got damage now as well. I've spawned in front of a truck. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. This is hilarious. I cannot see what the hell I'm doing. I don't know whether the headlights are on. Let me have a look. Yeah, they are on. I think I've spawned on the crash barrier. I think that's what it is. Where the hell's the road? That's no the way. Yeah, I'm sitting in a crash barrier, look. I knew this was a bad idea, so I stuck to a truck. And it's the other thing is trying to remember what the hell the buttons are again. I've got everything configured on my wheel and it's exactly the same as it was before I finished, before I last played Euro Truck, and I was trying to remember all the controls. But that said, I just cannot see where the hell I'm going with these headlights. I like to have lots of light in this game. Because my eyes aren't the best, and especially at night. And the other problem now is, have we got damage to the goods? More to the point, let's have a look. No, we've got damage to the bus, so we can get that fixed if we need to, but there's no immediate worry about that. The only thing we need to do is catch up a wee bit of time with arsing about, trying to get. How the hell am I falling asleep? I've just started the game. Now I need to go and take a rest stop. Now, what time is it? I'm trying to lean across my steering wheel to see the time. It's 4:35 in the morning. So if we take a rest, we're going to miss a big chunk of daylight.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep left.
There's dawn beginning to break. I installed I think it was 2 or 3 bus mods last night and started the game. And as soon as I clicked on one of them to actually buy it, the game crashed, and I tried it 3 or 4 times and it kept doing it. And this is the only bus mod that I installed that works, so the other ones I'm going to have to bin. Right, let's just do the formalities here and top up the bus, although we don't really need much fuel, but we'll do that and then we'll take a rest. Right, there we go. Now, where the hell do we park? Oh, it's up at the side, is it? Oh no, it's there. It's there, it's there, it's there. Right, so we'll take a rest. It's going to be the middle of the afternoon, I would think. 5:21, probably what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something. There we go, 2:21. That's better. I can see where I'm going now. So we're heading down south into deepest France.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Ahead, turn left. Turn left.
Now, well, that shows nothing coming. Graphically, this game is far superior to Truck Driver and Truck Life, which is the Chinese truck simulator game. There's still a lot of things I would like to see done with this game. For example, in the Chinese truck driving game, when you go to a fuel station, you have to at least get out your truck to go and refuel it. And you also have to go and get something to eat as well, which you don't have to do in Eurotruck. You know, there's 1 or 2 little things could be added. But this looks 100 times better than any of those 2 games. As I said, when I tried the Truck Driver game, the one that's been out in the Xbox for a couple of years, you can tell that it's been made for consoles. I mean, it drives not too bad with a controller. I never even could be bothered testing it with a wheel. Because it's got very little to hold your attention, in all honesty, once you keep doing the same things. What keeps this game going is all the mods. that's why it's still going strong after 9 years, and why it's constantly being updated, because it's the best for the time being until something else better comes along, and there's always that chance. So we're heading through the French countryside. The other thing I noticed about the Chinese Truck Life game is you don't seem to have a deadline to do a job. You know, if you pick up a job,
Continue straight.
I mean, for example, I constantly was driving in daylight because every time it began to get dark, I just went to my bed and slept for like 8 hours, just stopped the truck, took a rest stop, and then started driving in the morning again. But it never ever seemed to be that you had a deadline to get a delivery done, which is part and parcel of what distribution's all about. You've got deadlines to meet, and the Chinese Truck Life game doesn't seem to have any evidence of that. At least I've never been late for a delivery. I've never been fined for being late. You'll get fined for speeding, you'll get fined for crashing into another vehicle, or I should say for some of them crashing into you, because the AI vehicles are a bit ropey. We go on about how some of the AI vehicles on Eurotruck are a bit dodgy, but they're not as dodgy as what they are in the Chinese truck sim game. There's room for vast improvements in both of those games, Truck Driver and Truck Life, before they get anywhere near this game. I've also got that On the Road, that German truck driving game. It's probably better than the other two, but it's again nowhere near as good as this. So we're making just a steady pace. I don't know what our deadline is in this job, I've never looked. We'll probably be there in good time.
Ahead. Turn right. Turn right.
One thing you've got to get used to when you come back to this game, and especially when you start driving truck mods, sorry, not truck mods, bus mods, is you have to get used to the spatial awareness thing again, about the size of the thing you're driving and who you're going to cut up in the process, especially turning corners. Because it's a big beast.
Ahead. Turn right. Turn right.
I think this is us heading on to the... I'm saying heading on to the motorway, I haven't a clue, but I'm guessing it is. Which would advance our progress quite a bit. We've got the late afternoon sun somewhere behind the clouds. The other thing about this as well, this is a bus I've driven before, and it takes an inordinate amount of time in automatic for this bus to hit top gear. It won't go into 12th gear, and it probably won't until we start going down a hill. Oh aye, that was a big pause there. And of course, not having tested this map at all, we could still have a crash.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I don't mean a physical crash with the bus, I'm talking about a software crash.
Exit right.
Excuse me. Well, I've forgotten the day's date. What is it, the 7th of July or something like that? Oh, this is the day England face their destiny.
Keep left.
They're in the semi-final of the Euros. Italy have made it after what was an exciting match last night. Not a lot of goals in it, but the tension was there between Spain and Italy. And I think he's going to pull out. And Italy held their nerve in penalty shootout last night. So England tonight are playing Denmark, who are playing for a wholly different reason now after what happened in the first match of the tournament. And Denmark are going to be a much tougher proposition, I would think, than the Ukraine. But if England play as well as they've played in the last two matches, I mean, they've got a lot of talent. They've got no reason whatsoever not to be able to beat Denmark. It's a question of whether their nerves will keep holding up, because if they might not have all the baggage of what's gone before for England in these tournaments, but they'll soon find out about that tonight, because they're going to have 60-odd thousand there, and they're going to have millions watching them in the telly. And I think they're more than good enough to beat Denmark. Whether or not they're going to be good enough to beat the Italians, because the one thing about the Italians, if you watch football long enough as I have, especially in these big tournaments, the one thing about the Italians, the Spaniards, the Germans, Argentinians, Brazilians, all of those teams know how to win a match, and not necessarily by the fairest of means. They'll do all the dirty tricks if they need to, and that's what England need to be aware of if they get to the final, that is. But mark my words, the Italians know how to win. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we've got what, 1,400 miles to go. Where the hell's he going? Now, believe it or not, that bus there, that bus right there is one of the bus mods I installed. So clearly there's a version that shows up as an AI, that bus there, but I certainly couldn't choose it. I was going to buy it and try it out. So it appears in the game as an AI bus. Now what the hell's happening up here? Let's have a look. Must be a lot of people heading down to Brazil. Now, why did he slow down in the middle lane there? So we are on our way. Night is drawing in again. It's 6:30 at night. Oh shit. More damage. Now I've just noticed that little mod when I was configuring the bus down in the bottom right, just next to my steering wheel. It shows we've done 234 miles of this trip so far. %4 damage, but no damage to the passengers. None of them have died so far. But there's a wee bit to go before we can say we got there in one piece.
Continue straight. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Continue straight. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Take this exit. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Take this exit.
Right, I muted my mic to have a drink. I'm going to have another drink. I've just realised that when I went to mute it again, I forgot I'd already muted it. Right, quick drink. Now, where are we now? Where are we? We are there. And we're doing an exit to head further south.
Keep right.
Well, it's what, 20 minutes to 11 at night. It'll probably be well after midnight when we need to take another rest stop. So that should give us possibly some daylight as we travel into the Iberia DLC into Spain and Portugal. Again, I would just like to top up the fuel. If this is where we can get it done, that is.
Continue straight.
Let's try this one for a change. You think you're using a lot of fuel, but you're actually not. Follow these guys, see where they're going. We'll be brave and we'll try and overtake this guy. Well, there we go. What time is it? A quick look at the clock. Just after midnight. Well, it'd be handy if we had a resting place. Quick look at the map and see where we are. Well, we've got one directly ahead, so we're going to go in there, have a rest, and then it should be maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Give ourselves a good bit of daylight. We need to get past this guy first though. I'm still getting the big laggy bits in it. Now, where the hell do we go here?
Continue straight.
Well, we don't need fuel. We'll go through here. Further through, that's what it is. Right, this is us. That'll do us there. Take a rest. It's 24 minutes past midnight, so it should be about just after 8 in the morning. What's that? 9:24. Beautiful day. I see we've finally hit the top gear. We must be going slightly downhill. Done 453 miles. That's from Dover, that is. Another big pause. Another one. Did he try and slip past me there? I think there was a car trying to overtake me as I was signalling out. Well, we're making up for a bit of lost time now. There's one of them buses again. It's an ugly looking beast, so it is. It's like an old American Greyhound bus. Yeah, we've got some big pauses. Bound to get some like that with these big map combos. Now, how are we doing now? Let's have a look, see where we are. Oh, not that far to go now to get to the border. almost 600 miles of the trip done so far. I was ready for that one this time. He decides to slam the anchors on for no reason at all. %2 damage, so 2 passengers have died, 6% damage to the bus.
Keep right.
Now I've also got, apart from having the Middle East expansion added into this map combination with Pro Mods, I've also got Pro Mods truck skins and trailer add-ons added into it as well, which you can get off the Pro Mods forum. So you'll see quite a few different company names on the trucks, not the standard names that you would normally see in a game where there's no trailer mods in it.
Keep left. Keep left. Keep right.
I've always been convinced that in this game, whenever I use a bus mod and that passenger mod, the invisible trailer, that's more the cause of this pause that you get in the game when you're driving in this. That's probably the reason it happens. I don't know why, but it always has done for me. I mean, these passenger mods are quite old, that come with the EAA map. I don't know whether they would possibly need to be somehow updated to maybe try and get rid of that, but it certainly causes that issue for me. It always has done. Now, where are we now? We're up there. That's a big log. $720 gone. Now what the hell's this guy doing? He's going in and out like a bloody yo-yo again. Nope, he's not stopping for me at all. Not stopping. I had the right of way, but he wasn't interested. Wonder if that's caused us more damage. No. have an incident. Be on. We must be kind of getting there now, yeah. I would imagine this is us. Was this not one of the towns added to make the connection into Iberia? I think it probably was. So we're almost there. I'm assuming we're still in France. Late afternoon, 10 minutes to 4. Now, what did that say there? What did that say there? España. We finally crossed the border. And that's the wrong way I've taken. Quite clearly for cars only. And I think I'm stuck in the barrier. Let's try it again from here. We're building up the damage. So you can tell I've never driven down here before with the new DLC, because I didn't know that they had the height restricted ones for the cars. That's a new thing. Now I can't bloody drive in the gap. So these buses are bigger than you think. Oh right, so it's a toll road. And I've hit another one. What the hell am I hitting here? Yeah, it's a bloody bulky thing, this bus. That and lack of practice for a month or two is probably not helping either. Well, I knew it was going to be a wee bit difficult just getting back into the handling of this thing, but I think picking a bus was a bad idea. I think I should have started off with a truck for my first trip. Rapidly losing daylight. So the next event is working our way through Spain and Portugal and getting onto this Atlantic bridge, which might be in darkness. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I am. That's the great thing about Flycam for me when I make mistakes.
Keep right.
Can always cheat my way out of it. At the moment I can't tell if I've got headlights on or not. Let's have a look. Yes, I have. the low sun. I'm going to follow him. All of a sudden it's dark. Well, we're going to be driving across the Atlantic Bridge in daylight. That's one good thing. If we're going to have to take a rest stop, if we can get one before we go on it. Let's have a look. Where are we? There. And there's one up ahead, so that'll do it. And it's 7 o'clock at night, so it may well be about 8 when we get there to that fuel station resting place. Well, I'm going to get rid of the bus after this and get the big Volvo Mega Mod installed. I like it, the big Volvo truck. That's one of my favourite trucks to drive. Or I might just buy the Oshkosh. I've got it installed. I haven't got the Volvo one installed, but the big Oshkosh one. Now where the hell do we go here? The layout of these places are, I've never, not familiar with them. Hopefully. Now where the hell am I going? I have not got a clue. Just top her up again. No harm in doing that. Seems a bit weird having those two signs there when I'm going to have to try and get out of this. Right. Have a rest. That'll bring us through to morning. Yeah, early morning. I'm surprised the bus hasn't cut out with some engine damage the way I've been bashing this thing about. Well, he's not letting me out either. $5:27 in the morning. Looks like it's going to be another hot one.
Keep left. Keep left.
Let's look to see what it said in the sign. quick look at the map while I have a drink. There we are. Still got a fair bit to go. Spain and Portugal are bigger than what you think. Right. There's that bus again. Now, John, we've done just over 1,000 miles in this trip so far. And that little mileometer thing there, it tells you 1,006.
Keep right. Keep right.
Oh, wrong lane. how far are we going now? We're there. Yeah, we must be coming to the Portuguese border. Portugal's about there. Well, it is. If you look at the line, that's showing you Portugal. That line in the map. So we're not far from the border. Portugal. We've just crossed the border. We're into Ronaldo territory. One of these bloody toll roads again that just leak money from you. Good afternoon. Well, just a quick update for anybody that is watching. We started in our home base of Dover. We've got a bus, a big Volvo bus, and we've got the passenger mod installed. It comes, well, it's optional, available with EAA, the South America map, Brazil map, and we've gone through Spain, France, Spain. We're just going into Portugal, and we're heading down to one of the mods within this big map combination, and that's the Atlantic Bridge. So we're heading down here on the outskirts of Lisbon and then heading across the Atlantic, believe it or not, to get to Brazil, because we're only then a short trip across there to Rio, which is where we're headed, well, somewhere up that road. But it's listed as Rio de Janeiro. It looks as if it's on the outskirts of the city, but that's where we're going. Now again, a quick mention, I mentioned at the beginning, this map combination, if you want to be able to download this map combo and get the installation guide to it, you need to type into YouTube Lord Sith Games. That's the name of the guy's YouTube channel. That will show you the install order of this map combo. You will also have to join his Discord channel if you want all the links to the downloads for this map combo. I did it yesterday. Now I must admit it took a good couple of hours, not just in downloading the files, because there's 45 different maps within this combination, and it takes quite a while just to follow the guide to get it all installed correctly. Now, touch wood, I've had no crashes so far, although I've crashed the bus 2 or 3 times, but I have had no software crashes of the game, so everything seems okay. But you'll then end up with a huge map combo. We've got Russian open spaces, southern region, we've got the Red Sea map, the Middle East expansion, it's the additional optional one for pro mods, the huge EAA South America map, and numerous other little maps that go along with this combo. It's probably one of the biggest map combos you can get, and it's probably going to be one of the last ones, even though I've just started playing the game again after a couple of months break. We are in the process of changing over to version 1.41 once I've done more thorough testing of the multiplayer functionality that they've added to the game. That's another toll pinched out my pocket. So we're going on a summer holiday to Rio. Now that the COVID restrictions are relaxed slightly. Although I can assure you we're all wearing our face masks. We'll go to the co-driver's side. So our trip now is 1,209 miles so far. The overall trip was about, what was it, 1,600 or something, I think, at the beginning. So we've not a huge distance still to go. Again, I haven't even checked to see when we've to be there. Might be a good idea. This is Thursday. 11:49. We've to be there for Friday between 6:51 and 11:01, so we've got roughly 24 hours, 23 hours to get there, which should be plenty of time. We're just cruising along at the moment, enjoying the sunshine. So we've got, what, 441 miles still to go. Now it looks as if we may well need to take another break, so it might be a bit tighter than we think. Might need to get the foot onto the floor a wee bit here. We have been taking it easy for most of the trip, so we might pay the price for it. How many bloody tolls do these robbing bastards want to take from us? Big lag there again. Now once I go back to a normal truck, then I would expect that to disappear. It always, as I said earlier, it always seems to happen with this, the EAA passenger mod, the bus passenger mod, that causes it. Try this one, see if this works.
Keep left.
Oh, I've got 10% damage now. I'm surprised I ain't breaking down. Now, see where we are. Heading round onto the main route. We've got another, in fact there's what is that? Is that a security check? I don't know what that is. Anyway, doesn't matter. I was looking to see if there was anywhere I could get this bus repaired, but there isn't. Not really, there's nowhere. We're just going to have to struggle on. Lisbon.
Keep left. Keep left. Keep left. Keep left.
Here we go. Heading on to the bridge. Eventually.
Keep right.
Well, we ain't going to make it, I'm afraid. What time's that? We're going to have to find a resting place. We need to find one quick though. And we're going to end up travelling across the bridge at night time. I don't think there's any option here at all, is there? Nope. None there. There's one there.
Continue straight. Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Was that a viewpoint? There's something that I read there. What did that say? It said something, I missed it. Anyway, doesn't matter. It said something, I didn't quite catch it. Let's get up onto this bridge quick. Got to see what it says in these signs. That's the start of the bridge. Where's this fuel stop? There's one on this bridge, there it is at the corner. Still a wee bit away. So we're not going to be... We don't have quite as much time to spare as we first thought, because we're needing this rest stop again. And we'll be there at 11 AM at the latest Friday morning, and it's 4:15 in the afternoon. And we're going to be in darkness to complete this, I think. So we're gunning it till we get to this fuel stop and resting place. Here we go. I'll wait to ease out the way, that way we can just drive straight forward into the parking area, take our final rest, and then getting on for completing the trip. We've done 1,430 miles. We'll just top it up again. Why not? Right, so 20 minutes to 5 at night. It's going to be, what, about 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Well, 1:41. I presume we're still travelling over water, I haven't a clue. I think that's land over there. Let's have a look at the map, see where we are. Oh no, we've got still a bit to go yet to get off this thing. How much have we got to go? trying to read that. Is it 213 miles still to go? Yeah, I thought we'd begin to get engine malfunction. It was about time, the amount of bloody collisions I've had. What I'll have to do is till we get there though. Now we're stuck in ninth gear, we won't go any higher until we get that fixed. Oh no, it's jumped. I thought it was jiggered. I think it was just because the engine cut out. Anyway, we need repairs done immediately, and there ain't many places to repair on this bridge. I think we can forget that idea. Mackay or Mackay or however you pronounce it. Masia. And I think we're almost there. Bienvenido. We're in Brazil at last. We're on the mainland. Thank God. 4 o'clock in the morning. We've to be there for 11, so we've got 7 hours to do 150 miles, which should be more than enough. Game time it's saying we should do it in 3 hours. 3.5 hours anyway. I'm just too busy looking at that. I've damaged the bus even more. Oh yeah, we got major damage. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was a bad choice from the start to come back to Eurodrop but starting a bus.
Right. Take the first exit.
Right, let's see what's down here. Right, let's get this damn thing fixed. So we're going right, and then why is it telling us to go left? I will go that way, and we'll go right turn, first left, and then round and try and get in there and get the thing fixed. Seems like a good idea.
Have a pleasant drive. Well, as pleasant as you can have with us 3 minutes. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Keep left.
The top of the Grand Tour.
And then turn left. Turn left.
He was a bit late with the instruction about the roundabout. We're already past the thing. Where the hell is this thing? I haven't a clue where I am. Right, so we're there, so we go straight on and then turn right, and then we should be able to turn in to get this fixed. So much for patience.
Ahead. Turn right. Turn right.
I believe we can go in here. Yeah, there's a fair bit of damage needing done. Well, not needing done, needing repaired. Trailer needs fixed as well. Right, that's that done. So now all we need to do is get out of here. a quick drink while we're waiting. Just pause the game. Got to keep hydrated.
Keep left on top of the Grand Tour, and then turn left. Turn left.
Now it's funny that it must have just jumped up to 68 mile an hour because it was a 31 mile an hour speed limit, and all of a sudden the cars are flying past me. There's a little bit of daylight coming.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Where the hell am I going here? I have not got a clue.
Take the exit.
Taking the exit too bloody soon. I think I've lost all sense of direction driving this damn bus. We're running on the rumble strips. am I going? I'm too busy looking at the GPS. What's it saying there? Well, that bus again. That's about the 8th time I've seen it on this trip alone. That's the actual bus I should have been driving, but oh dear, it's bugged within the game because there now he's deciding to go in and out and all over the place. It's bugged within the game because if you go to click on it to choose it as a bus, it crashes. The game crashes. Although, as you can see, obviously it appears in the game, but
exit right.
I certainly can't drive it.
Exit right.
Never even noticed traffic lights there. Again, not paying attention. Well, it's 7:10 in the morning. We've got 45 miles to go. So the estimated time for delivery is 8:15. So we've made it within a 3-hour time span to our deadline, which is not bad. And there's Rio up ahead.
Keep left.
Let's have a quick stop here to have a look. And there's Christ the Redeemer. And there's a road goes up past it. So there is. I think this has been updated as well, because I don't remember seeing this part of Rio. Maybe not. Maybe it's been a while since I've been here, but I've never been up here because I've never seen the statue. It's not a bad representation of the statue. There we go. Yeah, I don't ever recall coming into Rio from this side and seeing that background. Anyway, I've got to find my way through this maze of roads now. Remember, the finishing point is actually out past Rio. We've actually, I think, left Rio because we've still got what, 32 miles or 22 miles to go. Scania truck dealer. I don't think I've discovered any truck dealers in this map so far. That's the first one. The one thing about this EAA map is it's certainly nearer the bigger cities. The roads can get quite complicated within the city. Not the first time I've taken wrong turns. I mean, I've done it plenty of times today, so we're still within the boundaries of Rio, I think. It's quite a big, well, it is a big city in real life, but it's quite a big city in this map.
You have reached your destination. Well done.
Now that's good. Now there's something amiss here, because where the hell is my destination? Ah, right. Where the hell is it? There, it's there. Now, how can that be my destination? So this is why it gets confusing in these Brazilian roads, because I should have been on that lane there. I should have went in that way. That's where I went wrong. And you find yourself stuck out in the main traffic. Right. Anyway. Now where the hell was I? There we are there. So I'm just going to drop myself in here. I can't be bothered trying to find my way into it. That'll do. Well, I'm sure these holiday passengers always wanted to see a repair depot. They always wanted to be dropped off in here. Well, we didn't get to see much of Iberia and Spain and Portugal, because pretty much did a lot of it in the dark. We got to see a wee bit of the Atlantic Bridge. The bridge from Portugal to Brazil. I'm trying to park this first time. It's not gonna highlight green. It usually doesn't. So hit the square to confirm. Good work, it says, and I've got whatever deductions for killing. I think it was 2 passengers I killed, which is not bad. Let's just move the wheel out the way. Right, so let's continue. If it doesn't crash, feels as if it's about to crash. And look at the map. So we've now arrived in Brazil. We start the South America map, which is all over there. This is now you can see the way this is laid out. Pro Mods I think mucks this up. It's got Iceland down here. It might be the background map's not the best background map either. I might have to try and experiment with that. Although that's the one that Lord Sith Games uses. Now there is all that there is so far in the Greenland map. Just a very small area. And there's a ferry takes you there. And you've got Svalbard, Russian open spaces, various maps in amongst all this lot, as well as the southern region map, but you've got various maps here. The Caucasus Road is that one, and then you've got the Middle East expansion, which there's various other add-on maps that go along with this now as well, as I say, that take you further and further south. That's the Australia map. Not a good map. I don't recommend it to anybody. It needs a lot of fixing. I think it's been broken since the day it was assembled, this map. It's not. There's hidden walls and stuff in it. It's a very old map, and I don't know why we're still using it. As is this one. This has got some problems with it. The Antarctic map, which is now, as I say, it's not a work in progress. It was for a while, but the guy's given up on it. And then we've got the latest version of the PG Indo map. Amongst other maps, you've got additions to pro mods up here. Finnmark, I think it is. You've got various little additions up here, which, well, they look nice from a distance. It'd be nice to get up there and drive some of them and see what they're like. And of course, you get the ferry from here up to Svalbard as well. And well, that's my first trip back on Eurotruck for quite a while, and I'm going to stick to trucks for a little while. I'll give up buses until I get the handle of this thing again. So, until we meet again, good luck to England. You never think you'd hear a Scotsman saying that, but good luck to England for tonight. They've got 8 hours before kick-off. It's just gone midday here. Sorry, no, it's not. It's 7 hours. It's 1 o'clock. I think it was just midday. So until we meet again, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you again